Anker sent me their Prime charging docking station, so let's check it out. Now inside the box, there's not going to be too much going on. We're going to have the docking station with some other cables, as well as this safety sheet. So I made a few changes to my desk, and now you can't really see where the workstation dock is, and that's because I decided to hide it right under here. Now I wouldn't say this is exactly the place you're supposed to put it in, but I made it work, and that's because one, I can't really lift it up over here since I do have this desk riser right above it, so if I do try to put it vertically, it bumps on it. So putting it on this side was the only option. And if you take a closer look, I actually end up putting feet at the bottom, so these are going to be like rubberized feet, and this is just to give it some extra elevation. So this one came off, so let me put it right back on in there. So there you can see all four there. And now taking a closer look here, we can see what the wattage is, and we can also see the other ports that come inside. And of course, I'm only using one of them, actually two of them in the front. One of them is going to be a USB-A, and this is going to be for my wireless mouse. And the other one is going to be the aux cord, and that's what I use for my speakers. On top of that, I still do have 5 other ports, and then 4 of these are going to be USB-C, and then the other one is going to be USB-A. And taking a closer look at these bottom two, they have the 10 gigabit per second, and this is going to be the transfer speed. Now taking a look at the back side, this is where it gets really busy, and that's because I have a bunch of stuff connected over here. For starters, right here at the bottom, this is going to be USB-C, and that's going to be connected to my MacBook Pro, which connects to my big monitor. So this is what I use as my main monitor, my screen, and that's going to be connected down here via HDMI. On top of that, we also do have a USB-A port, and this is going to be connected to this BenQ monitor light. And then there's also this other USB-A port, and that's going to be connected to my speakers. And that's the ports that I'm using, but there's still access to other ports. For starters, I can connect another monitor here because I have another HDMI port. And then on the left side, we have another USB-A port and an Ethernet port. And because I don't have an Ethernet port over here, I'm not using that, so I'm just using Wi-Fi for this monitor. And to make sure that all these cables don't show up, I have a cable management box over here, so it makes things a lot neater. Although I can get a little bit more organized so it's not hanging out too much either. And as you can see, right here is going to be the bottom of this docking station. So realistically, again, this is how I should have it stood up, but because I don't have enough space over here and I don't really want to mount it on this desk riser, I have it sideways. The vents are here and here. So again, I just want to mention I do have these little feet just to give it some extra elevation. And then up the top, there's going to be a button. So when you press it, here you can see the screen changes. So right now it says power 0.26 watts. Press it, and then here we can see all the other information that's going on. But yeah, that's a quick look at the Anker Workstation Dock.